Hey kids. Okay, so this song we're gonna do today is something that really affects me emotionally, As a son, as a father, as a grandfather, um, I just love the whole emotion, thought, and spirit behind this. Um, it's just one of those truly great, sort of heartwarming um, anthems. The thing that should be one of the things that as a society we look forward to and we follow and we respect and we just do this, kind of reminding us men folk of some of our responsibilities. And so for me, it's a very touching song. It really hits me in my heart. It's an old country song, Conway Twitty. Um, that's my job.
I woke up crying late at night when I was very young. I had dreamed my father had passed away and gone. My world revolved around him. I couldn't lie there anymore. So I made my way down the mirrored hall and tapped upon his door. And I said, Daddy, I'm so afraid. How will I go on with you gone that way? Don't want to cry anymore. So may I stay with you? And he said, that's my job. That's what I do. Everything I do is because of you, to keep you safe with me. That's my job, you see.
Sorry, I got to stop this here. This song makes me choke up. It's going to draw a tear every time I hear it. I draw a tear, and it's from both sides of the transaction. It's being the son and being the father, seeing it from both sides, and frustration with myself. For my shortcomings, for the things that I didn't do or should have done, and how I failed in my life, and so it makes this a bit of a tearjerker for me in that regard. I'm not a perfect man. I have failed in many ways, but you know what? I pick myself up and I dust myself off, and I think to myself, "Yep, that was stupid. Got to do better. Let's do better," and I keep trying. And as a result, here I am, 66 years old. I'm in a much better place with a relationship with my family, my sons, my grandchildren. And boy, old Conway here really brings it home.
Later we barely got along, this teenage boy and he.
Those were tough times.
Most of the fights, it seems, were over different dreams we each held for me. He wanted knowledge and learning. I wanted to fly out west. I said I could make it out there if I just had the fare. I got half, will you loan me the rest? And I said, Daddy, I'm so afraid there's no guarantee in the plans I've made. And if I should fail, who will pay my way back the tragic news. After all my travel, I settled down within a mile or two. I make my living with words and rhyme, and all this tragedy should go into my head and out instead as bits of poetry. But I say, Daddy, I'm so afraid. How will I go on with you gone this way? How can I come up with a song to say I love you? That's my job. That's what I do. Everything I do is because of you, to keep you safe with me. That's my job, you see. Everything I do is because of you, to keep you safe with me.
Oh, Conway. Oof. Okay. So as I was saying, boy, it tears me up. Tears me up, that song. It tears me up because of my own transgressions, my own weakness, my own failures. But it also fills me with pride when I've helped my children. They may not think I help them as much as I should, but as the adult in the room, I think I help them the amount that they should actually get. Big difference. In the book Amistad, or the movie, they talk about the reason that we're here. And you know, I mean, the only real reason why I was born is so that I could make replacements. I mean, that's it. That's the whole purpose of life, is just to pass it on, bring on, you know, pass the torch to another generation. But in Amistad, they bring up this concept about being able to draw on your ancestors, because after all, the only reason why all of them existed over the eons, over the ages, was for no other purpose but for you to exist. And so therefore, you have the ability of drawing upon them, of finding comfort in knowing all of the work and sacrifices they did so you could be here today, and recognize that you can draw on that strength. You can conjure them up, and hold on to them, and think about what they would say or do or behave, and which is ingrained. It's your DNA. It's naturally a part of you, and you can draw on that strength, and it is a strength. And I love that concept. I love the idea about being able to draw power from all my ancestors, to call upon them in times of need, much like we call upon God to help us when we need it, to pray. But he's not the only one. You know, I think, and I do, I truly think that our parents and grandparents and all of our ancestors are up there in heaven, well, the good ones anyway. And they're, you know, interfering in our life from time to time, and giving us direction, and nudging us in the right way, and making things happen that would be to our advantage. Maybe we don't recognize it as such, but just like me today, sometimes the best thing I can do for my kids is not bail them out, let them learn that lesson. And I think our foreparents, our ancestors, do the same for us. So at least I find comfort in that. But then old Conway comes along and tears our heart out. So, wow. Thanks, Conway. Yeah, I guess that's his job, right? Love it. Kids, please give us a big thumbs up. We would appreciate it. Like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Be good. Be careful. Take good care of one another. And we'll have more for you in the next video. Thanks, kids.